Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we got this gun currently fit in my character's hands. It's a new gun, but it's also an old gun. This is the Assault LMG. So instead of calling it an assault rifle, the base game assault rifle, they've modified it and changed up the way that you can make the gun look and feel by calling it an LMG instead. So it's the Assault LMG, right? So we have the LMG here. Obviously it's got a big old, box magazine on there. It's got totally different iron sights, right? Totally different carrying handle. I've already kind of modified the weapon a lot. 200 round. No recoil, just spray all day type of stuff. New animations, obviously, that fit all this stuff. So we're going to take a look at the weapon here. So the way that I have it is I've set it up to where I've done a little tiny extra mod that makes it so this mod replaces the regular base game assault rifle. So if I was to get in here, I believe I have an automatic assault rifle here. That should not be an assault rifle. I don't know if that's going to work because so this is the old version. Yeah, this is still the old version. This is what it used to look like. And obviously this doesn't work at all, right? Because it's like a replacer and this is all doing jank stuff, right? But so if we take the new assault LMG version here and we take a look at what we can do with it on the weapon workbench. So we have obviously only automatic receivers here. That's a big change between that and the assault rifle from the base game. The assault rifle from the base game could be semi-auto. This is only auto. So you probably want powerful automatic. You could do piercing if you're really into that kind of thing. I don't know how really well, I've never really looked into it, how well armor penetration works in Fallout. You can make a rapid if you really want to go crazy on the fire rate. That's kind of a waste of things. So we'll go through the different barrels here. We have a short barrel, and they all look different, right? It's the kind of the cool thing here. We have a full stock. These are all wood grain and stuff, and you can change that here too. We've got wood furniture. You can also make it black polymer if you want to. So all these things that you see as wood, just remember that you can make black polymer, apparently for the cost of 1 oil, which is kind of weird. But whatever. You can put a flashlight on the weapon or no flashlight. Obviously you need science and gun nut. That's kind of its own thing. We'll get to that ammo later. So we could do linked 5.56 ammo as well. We'll get to that all. It's all a lot of things. It's actually a really expansive mod. So we could do a short barrel. Obviously that's kind of the way it starts here. You can do a long version of that same kind of barrel. Increases your range, increases your accuracy, but worse your fire accuracy. It's just kind of how every barrel works. We'll show that off though real quick here. You can take a look at that. You could do also light stock, expanded. So let's take a look at different kind of combinations of stuff here. But you can also do these air-cooled barrels or a water-cooled barrel. Air-cooled barrel is what we kind of had in the beginning there. A big old barrel. Apparently it's cooled by air. You can do the water-cooled barrel, but you do significantly lose range. But it reduces recoil and it reduces the AP cost. So that's kind of an interesting thing. So we could put that water-cooled barrel on there. I don't know where the water's coming from. Maybe that block in the... there's some tube hosing going on there. I don't really know. It's a cool looking effect, right? I'm not sure if that would actually work in real life or anything. We also have the tactical stock, which is kind of what I had on there. It is the best. Those are the best of the choices you have there. We have a quick 200 round box mag. You have one magazine type, so we have a standard magazine with the quick eject version of that. 100 round box, 100 round quick box, 200 round box, 200 round quick box. We'll put the quick eject mag on there just for purposes. I have the standard sights on there because I want to show that off. I think they do look really nice though, way better than the standard sights. It's very clear. Just put the circle on there, man. This is our default reload animation on that quick mag. And that's quick. This is 30 rounds, and it's not extremely quick necessarily. It is going to be quicker than the box, but this very much does look like an LMG now. So we should have really low AP costs. Yeah, we're cruising. I could shoot 10 bursts with my AP bar. Because remember, it's full auto, so it's always going to be burst in VATS, but we are shooting a huge amount of burst. We're going to give up some range for that. So it's all kind of how you want to build the gun. I currently have it suppressed as well, so we can make it unsuppressed because we want to hear the noise. Compensator, muzzle brake, you get those choices. I've never really been a huge fan of compensator muzzle brakes. I don't think the recoil enhancement is worth that much, but it does actually, because it costs some range. We'll put a muzzle brake on there just to say we did. We're going to make the gun loud though. But really you want the box mag on there. There's no reason not to do the box mag. I mean, obviously it becomes extremely heavy as a gun, but it's an LMG. That's kind of the intent, I think, right? We can put some sights on here. We got the basic sights here, the reflex sight with a circle across a dot, a short scope, medium scope, short night vision scope, medium night vision scope, and a recon scope. A lot of default stuff. Obviously they look slightly different than base game scopes do, so we'll show off some of these. We'll do the cross one too because that's an interesting thing. I don't normally see cross scopes. Now your real choices, I think, if you're maximizing the weapon, are between air-cooled barrel and water-cooled barrel, because the air-cooled barrel is just better than the long barrel. It has more range even and better accuracy, hip fire or better well, it does not an accuracy stat, but like better recoil control, I imagine. Water cooled barrel though, I think we try to try that just because it's interesting. We got the muzzle brake on there, so we have an alternate carry handle currently on the gun. This is the standard carry handle. It's the same one from the base game assault rifle, so I just put the alt one on there. You guys can just understand that. So we're gonna do linked 5.56 ammunition. We'll show that off in a little bit. So we have an advanced front sight on right now, so we could do no front sight. I guess we'd have to like put the standard sights back on for a second. There's a lot of things to show off with this particular gun. So if we have no front sight, it's just literally that circle, and then you just kind of, I can't shoot it right now to show off that it is even shootable, because we have to go in here, and then we have to make linked 5.56 rounds. So we take 100 5.56 rounds, and then we get 100 linked 5.56 rounds. So I could literally just transition all of my ammo into this. Or no, it's 50 at a time. You can do 1 at a time, 25 at a time, 50 at a time, and move me around. 75 at a time, or 100 at a time. So we can make these linked 5.56 rounds. So what that does, obviously we should reload it. Big old box mag. It takes a long time to reload, but you're going to have 200 rounds. You're going to be here all day. It's a nice meaty, chunky sound, at least for me. Maybe it's a modded sound. Maybe it's the default assault rifle sound, and I'm just not used to shooting that off. But as you see here, the difference between linked and non-linked is nothing. What does the linked let us do? So obviously we can put it like an advanced front sight. You can take the front sight off though, because you want to do like a different scope. Like, so we put that cross reflex sight in, and then won't get in the way. The alternate carry handle linked, no front sight. We got depleted uranium ammo here. This is just another way, like almost like another receiver, like a standard ammo, high pressure ammo, slightly more damage, 85, 95, 102, 110, 117, and then the depleted uranium ammo all the way up to 125. But you don't need the linked 5.56. Why would you use the linked 5.56? Is it different? It doesn't actually seem to be any different. Like, water cooled barrel, tac stock expanded, right? Quick round meg. There we go. I don't know what the random. You obviously want to equip the best ammo that you can equip, the most powerful damaging receiver. Your barrel choices, you got a couple there. Obviously, you want the tac stock, the most recoil control, right? Like, I guess you get the light stock because you get some weapon handling back, but I think you just go. It's an LMG. You just make it big. I would suppress the weapon though too. Like, it does sound good not suppressed, but like we would do different things. I'd put the wood furniture on there on that grip. I just like the look of wood furniture, especially look at that carry handle. It just looks worse if you ask me. And then obviously the flashlight on it. We'll show that off in a second too. The flashlight does come out of the gun. You can't really see right now because it's dark, but it is coming out of the gun. It's kind of at a weird spot on the gun because it's on the bottom of the gun, but you can definitely see that flashlight is coming out of the gun. So we have our linked 5.56 ammo. I don't really think it's any different. This is our cross reflex sight. It does look it's a very nice looking reticle. This gun has no recoil as it is. I mean, like with the stock on there, all the things, all those, the water cooled barrel, very fancy things. Obviously, if you want to maximize, like, so we're kind of making a VATS build of this weapon here because of the water cooled barrel. We've given up some range for VATS bursts we can shoot, right? Like, we have decreased AP costs, right? We've given up range and a little bit of accuracy, like about 50 range, which is a lot of range, but it's still doing 150. It should be fine for accuracy. So, like, the flashlight, obviously, I think is good. Wood furniture is good. But you could definitely put on like a longer range scope on here, like one of these short scope, medium scopes, and get some of that accuracy stat back. Now we can show off these scopes here. They look a little bit different. They're going to functionally be the same. Like, so this is my custom medium scope reticle that I have. Like, this is what my sight looks like because I have a custom mod that makes it look like this. But yours will look like the default vanilla medium scope if you don't have any modded. But you could just literally range damage. You can see my damage measuring target numbers just kind of flying off the handle there. I don't know why you'd make the linked ammo though. I don't think there's a benefit to it necessarily, right? Like, there's really, like, it's just the same. It's just you have to craft it. Like, why would you? Because it doesn't look any different. I don't know if there's a reason. I'm trying to figure out what the reason would be. I'm gonna make the weapon suppressed though. I think that is the way to go. You're losing some range, but it's fine. We're down to 137, which is the scope's not gonna affect it. You can put the recon scope on there, night vision scope if you want to do all that. Personally, I'd probably just reflex sight it. Actually, to be fair, I really like the standard sights though too. Like, I don't think I need a reflex sight even on this gun, but like, you could do this nice little dot, just put the dot on him, shoot the man with the dot. The carry handle's kind of always in the way no matter what. But we're gonna get lots of VATS accuracy, lots of VATS bursts going here. I mean, like 95s across the board here. It's kind of an interesting gun. I really do. I mean, this. I don't know. I know a lot of people beef with the fact that the assault rifle exists in the game and they call it an assault rifle and they're like, oh, it's more like an LMG. This mod definitely makes it an LMG. This is very much like a cool LMG gun, and it's definitely based off of vanilla stuff, which is cool. Like, so, like, it definitely is, like, fits the lore, and it makes sense that it would exist in the world. And obviously, you don't have to download the replacer. You could have both. You could have, because it can spawn in where the assault rifle does. So you could have an assault rifle and the assault LMG as like two different separate guns if you wanted to do that, because you are losing some things here because we're not able to, like, go semi, like this is the, I see we can completely change this one now. We could make this other one like powerful automatic. Then it looks weird. We have to go to these other barrels, right? Like, and we could do air cooled barrel on that one, and then you do like the different stocks, right? Like if you had an assault rifle in there, you'd have to obviously change it all up. But yeah, this one's only automatic, right? And then you could do the dot sight, the circle sight, the cross sight, scopes of all different kinds of varieties and such and so forth. Medium scope, short scope, night visions and all that, recons if you want to do that. Suppressor I think is the way to go. It's absolutely massive, but it is, you know, should be. I do think you should go with the standard 5.56. I'm not really sure what the link does. Doesn't increase damage, doesn't increase fire rate, doesn't seem to do anything with the weapon, but maybe I'm wrong. I put that advanced front sight on there again. It might kind of get in the way of the reflex sight, but I don't think so. The flashlight is cool that even exists. That should exist. Like it exists on a lot of modded guns. It should exist. And the customization of furniture between wood and polymer is cool. In case you really like polymer, I really like the wood furniture. I almost like that. Really like. I mean, I like it so much. I almost want to just use the regular full stock, even though. It's like, I guess the tack stock expanded. It says superior recoil. This also says superior recoil. I mean, we could just do wood grain stock, because why not, right? Like, just because I like to look at the wood. Not that I can even see that much with my field of view. It's very shiny wood for some reason. It's doing some weird stuff. Full stock. Water-cooled barrel. I think we're going to run a VATS build at the particular thing. And technically, if we're using VATS, we should go medium scope, because we should maximize VATS accuracy. We're not even going to really use a scope, but, like, the increase in VATS accuracy is going to be huge off of this. I mean, it's got really tight hip fire, too. Like, I can definitely just sit here shooting this thing all day, reload it if I want to. I don't know, it's weird that you put the scope on the like the part that lifts up. Like that just seems like risky to like damage the scope. You want to mount the scope on the front of the weapon, but then the water cooled block, I don't know, real life gun things and stuff. You can see a tiny little bit of the wood stock on the back of the gun. You can see a little bit when you run here too. It does look nice. It's a nice looking gun. It definitely looks like the assault rifle from Fallout 4, because it is, but with like LMG parts kind of strapped to it, and that's kind of cool. Like it is a cool gun. I imagine this is going to function really well. We're going to like one burst fucking everybody and just have like almost unlimited bursts to use. But we will test it out in some combat, and I will see you guys when we get there. Alright, everybody, pulling up here, Zombies Arena Arcade mode. Let's take a look at this Assault LMG in action. Obviously, full VATS build. We might do some, you know, minor scope shooting with it. We'll go to the Federal Surveillance Center K21B. If you haven't seen this in my previous videos where I test weapons and stuff, this has got a lot of verticality, so we're going to use the verticality in order to be able to test the scope, and also the long-range VATS accuracy effectiveness. We spawned in some gunners here, people that shoot back. Really, the gunners move around. It's really the thing that makes them good in this particular map. Ghouls will be stuck. There's somebody definitely like right here. Right underneath me. I can hear it. There's somebody right there. 2 shots, 2 bullets, and that person died. Obviously sneaking around. That was just hip fire. That was not even a VATS test or nothing like that. We're going to kind of try to get some VATS accuracy shots on the go, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to see anybody from up here. There's definitely somebody way down there. Obviously I got penetrator as a perk, so I got like really good stats here. 75. That didn't penetrate though, but that's 73 right there. That guy, it didn't one burst necessarily, but like even with like you can follow up with a manual shot like that, or do like 2 VATS bursts, because you can fit so many VATS bursts in here. The range is affecting it a little bit. You can see that guy now. His head's a little bit not hanging out. So let's like, I mean, I could shoot. I mean, not quite as many as before, but like 6 bursts. Like eventually that man's gonna die. Like that worked out just fine, right? Like in this particular VATS build, you obviously could. I think. If you weren't gonna, I think a man just clipped me with a rocket. But I could definitely shoot enough burst here where that guy's dead, that guy's dead, and I still have enough AP to start looking for the next target, shoot them through the shit, get some manual shots in there. That guy's dead. Right, that was that whole wave. And it works like a lot like an LMG. Like you're a mounted fucking gun that's mobile, right? Because like that's what an LMG is. It's just a light machine gun. A machine gun is a stationary machine gun. We are now light on it, enough to carry it around. But still, functionally, I'm going to stand around and pick targets off at range. I'm going to be like, you know, not a mobile game or a mobile gunner platform. I could technically run and gun with this thing though. This would absolutely still work, right? Like I could sit here. The hip fire accuracy is plenty good on the thing, right? I could run at people and just spray because it's fully automatic, right? Like, I definitely don't even need to aim down the scope if they're close to me, right? Like, I could very much be like, hey, what's up? And not have to reload. There's a 200 round drum on here, right? Like, it's not necessary. There's people coming up from down here. I mean, I'm at 157. Let's see if I run out of rounds before I kill all the people with hip fire only. But, like, that's just, obviously, this is just a couple examples. Obviously, if I wanted to only use hip fire, I'd want to maximize the range stat of the weapon by using a different barrel, and I wouldn't care about having the scope on there because if I wasn't going to use VATS. Like, different stuff for different folks. And you guys, like, if you're playing Fallout 4, you should have a good understanding of what, like, particular build you like to like. And I think that this Assault LMG fits into a lot of builds I was presuming that you're using automatic weapons, right? It's unfortunate that you can't make it semi-auto. I think it makes sense. That was that whole wave. I used half of the magazine. Now let's see if I can remember how to get the fuck back out of here so I don't have to do a whole nother wave. I do not, apparently. It's like over here. No, it's right here. Let me get there before the rave starts. Exit. Thank you. I did it. I'm so good. But yeah, it's a cool gun. It's a cool, different take on the assault rifle from the base game. Obviously, some people hate the fact that it's even called an assault rifle. Maybe you'll like the fact more that it's called an assault LMG. It's got cool scopes and things. What are we shooting at? Right over here. Suppressor. Obviously, I got cool looking medium scopes. The wood furniture looks nice. The fact that you can customize it to block polymer. The air-cooled or water-cooled barrels is cool customization. Big old belt-filled drums obviously makes it like kind of like an LMG at all. Right? We do interesting things with the weapon, right? And it is fun to use. You're like shooting at that blowfly right there? Excuse me, Raiders? Why are we causing so much noise in the background of my video? It's a cool gun. I definitely think you should check it out. If you, especially, like I'll leave a link down in the description to both the replacer and the base version so you can make that decision for yourself. Do you want to use, just like, do you want to have both guns in your game? The regular assault rifle and the assault LMG? Or just you want to make every assault rifle an assault LMG? I gotta have the key to this place. I've been here before. It sucks that you got clipped through that, motherfucker. But I mean, yeah, obviously it's a very functionally good gun at, you know, max. It said there, you said, I've been back. I will shoot you in the fucking face. You know, your choice is on whether you like it or not, but I think it's a cool gun. I'm having a lot of fun using it. I mean, it functions very similarly to the assault rifle to a certain degree, right? Like, I think they both fill similar roles. This one being only automatic is kind of the one negative, because automatic guns are just kind of bad in Fallout 4. Worse than semi-auto guns, at least. But, you know, you can pick that for yourself whether you want that or not. I like the suppressor. I like the noise of the gun. I like all the different attachments. I like how that all attachments work. I like that I have a flashlight that actually does function. Like, you can't even see the flashlight right here when I'm running because obviously it's on the end of the gun. I think that should just be a feature in guns, right? Like, in future Fallouts, like, from vanilla. But we'll see. We'll see how that works out in the future Fallout games. We'll see if we ever get a Fallout game again. Elder Scrolls is next. Starfield just came out. There's a lot of things on the go. Fallout 4 is going to be the Fallout game for the long time. We'll see. New Vegas 2 or something. Don't quote me on nothing. I'm just throwing fucking shit out there, okay? But yeah, hopefully you guys leave that comment down below letting me know what you think of the Assault LMG. Do you think it's cool? Do you think the attachments are cool? Let me know any of your thoughts and opinions down below. If you want to check out this mod for yourselves, there'll be a link in the description to both the Assault LMG and the replacer that replaces the Assault Rifle with it for both probably Xbox and PC. Maybe it's a PlayStation mod. I don't think so. This is probably outside assets. Sucks to be a PlayStation kid. You don't even get Starfield, Doc, okay? Like, sucks. You just expect that right now. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed the video, make sure to like, rating down below. Greatly appreciate that. Helps the channel out. If you guys are new to my channel and you haven't already, make sure to subscribe that we can check out more videos from me. I do upload Fallout 4 mod videos a couple times a week. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day or whatever time it may be. And I will see you in the next episode.